What did you think of your appearance on TNA NWA, and how did that come about? I know you guys are doing the book signing thing. And
Yeah.
What about all the backlash that went with it?
Oh boy, I tell you, man. Pardon me, sir. For a month and a half, a month and a week, month and a half, Billy Ray Cyrus had let his tour bus go a week early. That's just being a nice man. And for that allotted time, we knew on that day that's where we were dropping the bus off, Nashville. It was the tour manager, everybody, we knew it, that's what it was. And, you know, Russo had come down on Hogan and a lot of other people, and I didn't like the guy. And I saw what McMahon was doing at that time that was necrophilia. I'm going, guys, you're dying. And then I seen Russo. I'm in Nashville, this was. I was in Nashville, I had the TV on, and some guy's got like a woolly lamb sheep thing on, takes it off, and it's Russo. And a guy brought me a tape, that was it. And it was Russo. And so I called the people there, and I said, listen, would you just give me 5 minutes to top your show? I won't do it. But my bottom line is, if you guys don't turn this shit around, we're all going to go back to territories, and we're all going to be dying. And these young guys come, once they gave me the 5 minutes, I was in his van. I waited. Actually, we rent a van. Both those gentlemen were there. I waited outside. Nobody knew. The idea of putting my music on was asked 2 minutes maybe before, and I said, well, yeah, it's a surprise, but you want to hit the music? You know, we're just talking a little production. We're getting too, yeah, you want to hit the music here. Now, when they hit the music, Mike Tenay, who knew nothing, when, well, who could that be? Now, people right away said, well, who do you think it is? It's bagpipes. But if you look at Mike Tenay as the announcer and how helter-skelter that was, of course he thought, but what if he had said that as the announcer and it wasn't? He sincerely didn't know. So, but people went right, oh, well, who'd you think it was? It ended up to be me, but you go in that position. And what if you, oh, here comes Piper and it's Sky Logo. You know, you look pretty stupid. So they right away jumped on, oh, well, everybody knew. It's a lie. I walked in to the ring, and Jeff Jarrett came and got when it's time. And I started cutting this interview mostly for my frat brothers, mostly for the guys who scoot around, and I think it needed to, the statement needed to be made. I'm cutting it, and you're in with me. You're in the room with me. And you know, wherever the camera's hard, I think card camera was here, and I don't know, I just turn around, and then this Vince Russo standing in the corner, kind of with his feet kind of crossed in a real smug kind of way. I just, well, you know, hi, I was just talking about you, funny, your ears are ringing. And I came right up to him. I'm that far from his nose. He's against the turnbuckle. And I'm going, all right, I'm not going to let you get away with this.
So this is a total shoot at the time?
I swear to God, this is a complete shoot. Let me say this, completely unscripted. Well, the definition of shoot can vary. If I swear to God,
did you know he was going to come into the ring?
Not one iota. Not one iota. And when he hit the ring, because like, I don't know where to go now. And as I back him up, I'm here, there ain't no place to go. So I got the mic and I says, yeah, same statement. So are you the guy that killed my cousin? He just puts his head down. I'm thinking to myself, you know, Rod, quick, Rod, back off and try. I said, okay, wait a second, let me try something here. Let me be fair about this. What exactly, now we're still here, what exactly are you trying to accomplish with your profanity? Boom, head down like that. Finally goes, you're a moron, he says to me. I can't believe it. So I slapped him upside his head with my book. I went, boom, upside his head. Okay, I guess you don't want to fight. Now, as soon as I did that, these two Harris brothers came to the ring. I'm going, okay, here we go. As they come by, they say, I'm Mr. Piper. Trying to say, we don't know either. You know, we're just honest, we're just passing through. Now they get Russo. What I don't understand here is Piper's Pit 101. never let go of the microphone. Vince Russo was he was blocking because he wanted to take the mic. Are you out of your mind? If you're going to take the mic, go and take the mic with you. So I've done a few Piper's Pits. So no, you want to talk. Now when the Harris twins come, all of a sudden he starts fighting like he's trying to get to me. All right, wait a second. I just slapped you upside the head, an inch from your nose. And I put the mic up and I realized he had real anger and he tried to grab that microphone. I got a grip from hell from carrying bags through airports. And so I got into a kind of, how do you like to be fucked with? And now here you go, and you know what? You're really not that good because in 5 minutes, I've taken everything you got and just turned it around and you're dead. See you later, boom. And it became almost sticking up for all the guys you jacked around. And you think you're good? Let's find out. And it just happened the way it happened. They asked me to come back and work an angle. And I said no. Biggest reason being, number one, I can't trust Vince Russo. Number two, if I come back to wrestle Russo or something, I'm going to have to take him out. I mean, I can't work a program. I've got my Jimmy Hart, a good friend of mine. He said, I can't believe it. Nobody would believe me that I was just passing through. I couldn't do the angle, and I never did it.
What did they want you to do?
They wanted me to come and work the pay-per-view with Russo, whether it be wrestling Russo, bring in Mr. T, Russo in his corner, you know, Russo, that kind of stuff. But the bottom line is, the reason I came there was for that cancer Russo to get him out. There's, you know, and that purist kind of thing that the guy has it. And it turned into that, and nobody would believe it, and only time can tell that kind of thing. It was a shoot.
Do you feel that NWA, TNA can make it? Or do you think they...
I think that they'd have a hell of a chance of making it if they could just get... I understand that Russo's behind the scenes now. What I can't understand is the language used to a lady at ringside, you know, just a little respect, but to get the point across, you know, you're nothing but a whore. I don't see what are you doing? What are you selling? Are you shot? Are you going to make it? You're small and you're doing this kind of, and I'm a dad and I got my, what are you doing? And I talked to Jeff and I talked to Jerry and I says, you know, it can only go, I got to fuck them up for my rep or I can't do it. And they came back and said, well, I hope you'll be professional about it. And I says, gentlemen, and I shot another interview in there from WB32, right. Just trying to get some kids in there. And that was just to establish them. And I just says, I can't do it. Reason being that he messed around too many of my friends, and they're more important.